Ready to join a growing segment of the population who works and lives from our stories? We don't have traditional 9-to-5 jobs, and we don't want them because financial and lifestyle freedom is too important to us. The writing and entrepreneurship community, sharing stories and making bank along the way, is our way of life. Inside each episode, you'll learn business, mindset, and writing growth tips, lifestyle hacks, and marketing strategies for growing an online writing or lifestyle business from scratch, right from the comfort of your home. The podcast is designed to uplift, inspire, and add a little extra presence to your everyday with your host, Susan Kiley, a no BS book coach and strategist, speaker, and author. Susan helps people tell their stories by tapping into their bold message, shape words to resonate with their audience, and produce a story that has a powerful impact on the world. Welcome to the Writer Insider. Here's your host, Susan Kiley.
Hey, I'm Susan Kiley, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so excited that you're here with me today. Are you listening in today because you're sick of hoping, wishing, and now you're wanting more out of life, business, or writing? Are you finally ready to finish what you started? I teach people how to build a business 4 times faster, build a social media presence, and make bank. Hello! We don't do much for free, and 99.9% of us have not won the lottery or had a billionaire relative die and leave us a family fortune. Now, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have always loved business. I've always loved figuring something out and then sharing my answers. The solution with other people. It's what I do. It's what gets me excited. That's why I'm here talking to you today. Many of you probably don't know me, and that's cool. I hope you stick around to the end. Get to know me a little bit better. A decade plus ago, I began writing my first book. It was almost too easy. It was crazy and it was exciting. I thought, I've got this figured out. It's going to be so easy to get published, sell thousands of copies, see my book on the big screen. I didn't even really try. Writing and creating comes super easy and natural to me. It's the whole sharing that sucks. And it's not even the sharing. It's the putting myself out there that is horrific. What would happen if I really tried? What if I put together all my writing and I did my research and I poured my heart and soul into this? Starting over. I did that. With my second book and project I wanted to share with the world, I stepped away from another business. I literally shut the doors and stepped away to focus exclusively on writing and creating an amazing program for others. Well, that didn't work out so well. Writing works, don't get me wrong, and you can make bank. The problem is I didn't do a lot of things correct. Actually, I did a lot of things wrong. People can't buy if they don't know. People weren't talking about the book or writing reviews or raving. It was Cricketville. I felt a huge slap in my face. It was a blow to my ego. I got depressed. I felt like I let my children down. I questioned whether I was actually good at writing, creating, and helping others. I felt like a failure. I couldn't support my family with no dollars. I surely couldn't keep failing. Failure doesn't pay bills. I can't begin to tell you all the emotions I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I still don't really. I just want to sweep it under the carpet and move forward. But I quit. I don't like being a failure. I gave myself a mental vacation, creating nothing. One day, I found this ad on the computer, or the ad found me. It was about building a course and teaching others. I love teaching people, teaching others how to better themselves, how to be the best version of themselves. I decided spending $997 would be a wise investment and starting over from ground zero would be a good thing. I started. I had zero social media in the news space. I had no email list. I stopped writing longer books and plugged away the information I already had into ebooks. I reinvented myself as a business, a writer, a coach. But I wasn't comfortable being called a coach without credentials, so I used Mentor. I had to take courses to figure it all out. I started asking, how do I build an online business? How do I build a large social media following? How do I brand myself so people find me? How do I do this whole online thing? How do I become a marketer? The more I did, the less I shared. I stopped. I bought and bought. I was a queen of shiny objects. I became thousands of dollars in debt. We've all heard the stories, correct? I lived the debt. It wasn't the shiny object that attracted me. I had an addiction. I was addicted to buying stuff to learn and then getting really ticked off because I knew more, but was doing nothing. It's difficult to articulate what was happening within me. I just knew I didn't want to ever go back to the 9-to-5 hustle. I didn't want to ask anyone for permission to watch my kids play or to take a mental health day with the kids. I wanted to live my life my way. I love writing. I love teaching. I love helping others create a beautiful story to share with the world. It's not about the money. It's about doing what I love to do. I make money doing what I love. It's an added bonus. But the reality is, I get so much joy from teaching people how to change their lives and provide for their family through their stories. It makes me happy to help someone write their book. But it is life-changing when I can teach someone how to get their family out of debt with their story, their book, and often their newfound desire to teach others. When you have the ability to choose how you spend your days, is gratifying. And I get to do that from the comfort of my home. I choose to have a home office. It feels more real to me than to go into an office. I like having remote staff and other freelancers around the world doing what they love too. Imagine what would have happened if I wouldn't have started again and finished. My purpose in life is to serve others, to help people. I want to make an impact, leave a legacy, and provide insane value to others who want to do the same with their stories. My life has come almost full circle. I started writing when I was in middle school, winning a contest, receiving $50 in speaking at my first library. Almost 4 decades later, I have written numerous books, have taught classes, presented at workshops, and worked with hundreds of people all over the world, from the comfort of my home doing something I absolutely love. How to finish. Whether you're an author, a social media expert, or a parent looking to do something more, you start at ground zero. If you've started something, you need to finish it. The reward is undescribable. The feeling of stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something amazing, for me, that was writing, publishing, and watching as people told me my books made a difference. Had I never finished what I started. Starting at ground zero? Cool. We all start there. The first thing you must understand, you are a service provider. You must serve, nurture, and listen to people. You want to take care of people. You want to write a book? Cool. Write your book with your audience in mind. What is it they want? When you can identify what people want from you, you can create a book from your story that'll serve them. Ultimately, you will start collecting people, your readers and your fans, who want what you are writing. You are serving your quote-unquote buyers. Think about the process of starting and stopping. You may do this multiple times with, say, a book, correct? Okay, so you finally finish your book. Congrats, but now what? You continue moving forward. You publish your book. You market your book. You serve your readers. You may find yourself dabbling in different genres at first. That's okay. You want to keep moving. I want you to find the right people and take care of them. Understand how to serve people, your raving fans, how to create an amazing journey, and to know what stories you need to create next. Finding raving fans by telling your stories isn't as scary as you may think. You have to take care of the fans you have and write for them while you make bank. It's okay if you're starting over again. I've been there. Most people have. It's a process of life. We pivot, and pivoting isn't all that bad, as long as you are pivoting in a positive direction, as long as you are not being distracted by shiny objects in fear of finishing what you started. Take it from someone who went into debt over fear. Shiny objects fade. You have a story within you. Now is the time to shine. So how do you finish what you started? I'd love to hear about your process. Leave a comment and let's talk about it. That's all for this episode and post. Remember this, you're just one word away.
That's it for this episode of The Writer Insider. For blogs, transcripts, and other free resources, visit susanrkiley.com. And Susan would love to personally reply to your questions about this or other topics. So email those to susan@susanrkiley.com. To connect on social media, search Susan R. Kiley on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Or you can even send snail mail to HSL Media, 13110 Birch Drive, number 195, Suite 148, Omaha, Nebraska, 68164. The Writer Insider, produced by Susan Kiley and edited by me, David L. White.
Whether you're an author, a social media expert, or a parent looking to do something more, you start at ground zero. If you've started something, you need to finish it. The reward is undescribable.